2025 just started and Ethereum's about to have a major move like it does every time around this period. And when I say this period, I don't only mean the 4-year cycle, I also mean Q1, the first 3 months of the year, and January specifically. And more importantly, there's a technical pattern I need to put on your radar. Everybody needs to be looking at what I just saw on the charts. And if you're wondering, is 2025, and this January specifically, going to start like the previous Januaries where crypto took off like one of Elon's spaceships? Well, look no further than this chart right here. This is looking at December of 2023 for Bitcoin and December of this year for Bitcoin. And it's the part that happens after and how similar that is pretty crazy here. And so right here, you can see, we got into a range, broke above the range, broke below the range, and then had a beautiful, beautiful January and February. And here you can see, we got into a range, tested the bottom, broke above the range with a little test, came back down below, shot above, just like right here, and then we started breaking down to the downside. And so if this chart continues, we're about to have a very bullish next 60 to 90 days. But we're talking about Ethereum in this video and how Ethereum is going to do in 2025. So let's focus on that. And so this is Bitcoin quarterly returns next to Ethereum's quarterly returns. And this is going to be, each of these periods is 3 months of the year. And so on average, Q1 for Ethereum, 92% pump on average. Where Bitcoin, it's only a 56% pump because the first quarter is historically bullish for crypto, but it's especially bullish in the year after a Bitcoin halving. And so for Ethereum, we have Q1 2017, Ethereum pumped 500%. And then we have Q1 2021, Ethereum pumped 160%. And Ethereum managed to pump in Q1 2021 after already pumping 100% in Q4 2020. And so there's a lot of room for Ethereum just based off historical averages. The easiest way for you to get wrecked in crypto is to lose all your funds. Whether it's an exchange going down, an exploit, or just a hack, make sure you protect your crypto with Arculus Cold Storage. We love it here at the channel. And if you use code DC20, you can save yourself 20%. Protect yourself out there. Because just last year alone, hackers stole almost $2 billion from users out there. Do not let it be you. Protect your funds. And not only can you protect, you can buy, swap, send, and receive crypto with a single tap and hold. Go get yourself an Arculus now. And we did a video a couple weeks ago how Ethereum performs every December and how it's the perfect time to get more Ethereum. I tried to put it on your radar, and if you can see the lines right here, this is where Ethereum catches a bottom in the December of the halving year, which is where we're at right now. And you can see January was fantastic, January, February, March, fantastic. And it looks like, we have very strong support with this bottom line right here. This is catching the bottoms for Ethereum priced in Bitcoin. This is ETH versus Bitcoin. And so as this moves, Ethereum performs better than Bitcoin. But at the top of this video, I said there's some technical analysis I need to put on your radar. There's a chart pattern that is very, very bullish for Ethereum. Very bullish for Ethereum. This chart we're looking at is crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin. And so primarily, this is going to be made up of the top altcoins, especially Ethereum and Tether. And we can use this chart pattern to determine, what is a potential next move for Ethereum and the rest of the altcoin sector in general. And there's a lot of people yelling at their screen right now. I know what that pattern is. And this pattern is called a cup and handle pattern. So let's go ahead and dive into a cup and handle. Cup and handle is a pattern viewed on a chart that resembles, you guessed it, a cup and a handle, generally interpreted as a bullish signal for traders. So this generally breaks to the upside. But there's a couple phases to the cup and handle. It's not the cup, it's not the handle I'm talking about that I'm paying attention to. It is the breakout and retest that I'm paying attention to. So after the handle, you typically break above the cup line, and then you come back down and retest, and then that's when it really starts to bounce. You can see it right here. Oftentimes, it'll look a little bit like this. Go up, go back down, boom, take off like a rocket ship. And so it's the retest we're going to be looking at within this cup and handle pattern. Let's go back to this chart here. We're going to go ahead and draw ourselves a cup, and then you can see the handle. Now, a lot of times, handles are a great time to buy. But, you could be forming a W pattern, could be going a lot lower. There's a lot of scare, could be the start of just an entirely different chart pattern that we're going to be looking at here. But now we're starting to see, okay, I see the handle, I see the breakout, and I see the retest. And if we look where the wicks hit here, this is the 3-day chart we're looking at. This is a beautiful, beautiful retest. Now, when we go to the daily, you're gonna see we wicked into it on one day specifically and then found support. Now it looks like it wants to bounce off of this range. So once we zoom out, you can see, all right, there's our little cup and handle pattern. A lot of room to the upside here. We have performed the retest, and now we have to ask ourselves, is it time for Ethereum to take off? And when you look at history, you look at Q1, you look at January specifically, so I wouldn't be selling my Ethereum just yet. It looks like Ethereum's gonna have a great year in 2025, specifically the first 3 months. So keep an eye out on Ethereum. Right now, you know, it is trading well down below its all-time highs. And in fact, if you look just at the last few months, you know, it is, significantly below its $4,000 range. And then last cycle, remember, it knocked on the door of $5,000. And there's a lot of calls for ETH to hit 10K in 2025. So let me know down below if you want your cycle price prediction for Ethereum. I'll start working on that right now. But I'm DZ, and I'll see you and your altcoins, because you're not getting shaken out at the top.